everybody. I hope you're having a good Thursday so far. I'm here with a Tropical Storm Barry update. Advisory 5 just made this a tropical storm. I have Andrew here again. Andrew, say something.
Hey.
Alright, so yes, he's here. But right now, we're going to be looking at the satellite. But please subscribe to my channel so we can hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2019, which is probably not going to happen, but I still think it is possible. And yeah, so right now I have the satellite. You can see not a well-defined center, but you can see a lot of tall, moist thunderstorms over here to the south of Louisiana, and a lot of thunderstorms. The north side's not really that configured, but the south and west and east sides have a lot of thunderstorm activity, and yes, this thing could make landfall in Louisiana. It's likely to make landfall, but we're going to be looking at the National Hurricane Center, the National Hurricane Center. You can see Tropical Storm Barry. This is forecasted to become a hurricane by Saturday, by 7 a.m. on Saturday. It's forecasted to be a hurricane. You can already see we have a tropical storm watch in the blue right there, a tropical storm warning in the blue, a hurricane watch in this pinkish color, then a tropical storm watch in this yellow color over here by Mississippi and portions of Louisiana. This will likely get moved further inland. We'll just have to take a look. You can see this thing will make it all the way maybe into Illinois, but we'll have to see. We're going to look at the tracks, and there's just we're looking at everything, pretty much. So you can see that's the National Hurricane Center. We're going to be looking at let's look at the rainfall potential very quickly. You can see these purple colors are 15 to 20 inches. Right here is 20 plus. So you can see this portion of Louisiana could be seeing a lot of rain. This orange color is 6 to 10 inches, and these areas do not need much more rain. So this could potentially make some widespread flooding in Louisiana, Mississippi, and maybe even portions of Arkansas. This yellow color is 4 to 6 inches, and this extends all the way up into Missouri by Poplar Bluff. And the greens, which is 2 to 4 inches, go all the way even to Georgia, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama areas. But that is the rainfall amounts. The arrival time of winds, this is earlier. We're going to be looking at the most likely, and then we're going to put the 5-day wind speed probabilities over that. You can see Friday at 8 p.m. you can already see, maybe Friday at 8 a.m. you may be already seeing some tropical storm force winds in portions of Louisiana on some of the islands or some of the places that are off the coast. But we're really at the coast today. Of Louisiana, you can see the winds will really get in by maybe Friday at 8 p.m. And this is still pretty far out. It's only Thursday. Well, it's not far out, but this is kind of not we really don't know how strong this storm will likely be at this point. But this storm could range anywhere from a tropical storm to maybe even a Category 2 hurricane when it makes landfall at its strongest peak. You can see right now the low pressure system is right here to the south of the Louisiana and Mississippi border. You can see it's right there. I just circle it. I think it's down to 1,005. Let's take a look at that real quick. Yeah, it's down to 1,005.
It's down to 1,005.
Yeah, okay. It's down to 1,005 right now. This is the tracks. Let's move this so we can see it. A lot of the tracks are taking it through Louisiana, portions of eastern Louisiana, to Tennessee, Kentucky, and maybe even into portions of Alabama, maybe even Georgia. And it could make landfall in Texas, which is unlikely at this point. Very unlikely, but it could still happen. We'll have to see. But it's likely going to make landfall in this area right here. Probably not in Mississippi, probably right here in Louisiana. And that could go up through Arkansas, maybe even up to Kentucky, southern Illinois, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, and West Virginia. But it'll likely die out before it hits these areas. It'll be like a tropical depression or just remains. This is the model intensity guidance. You can see right now it's forecasted to be a tropical storm or maybe a Category 1 hurricane. But it was not, first of all, this is not forecasted to be a tropical storm right now at this time, which is 11:51 on Thursday, 11:51 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You can see it's not forecasted. That may be a sign that this could get a little stronger. That this could be a little stronger than what's predicted. Maybe like a mid-end Category 1 hurricane, and it makes landfall.
Or a Cat 2.
Or a Cat 2, which is probably unlikely, but it could happen. But now we're gonna jump into the models. This is the GFS model. You can see this is today in the afternoon. This is about 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1 p.m. Central. You can see it's down to 10:05. It's bringing some showers to inland like Texas, even some parts over here. But if we go later, this is about 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. You can see it's down to 10:02 here in off the coast, or not off the coast, but it's in the Gulf of Mexico still. But this is 12Z Friday, which is 7 a.m. Central Daylight Time. You can see it's down to 1,001 millibars. So still likely a tropical storm. You can see a lot of the heaviest winds will likely be on the eastern side of this storm at this time. You can see that's where the strongest precipitation will likely be over there. But we're also going to go a little later. So this is Friday afternoon. It's probably not going to make landfall yet, but it's down to 1,000 millibars. Kind of moves away from the coast a little bit as it's 7 p.m. Friday. You can see it's down to 996, 995 at 1 a.m. Saturday. So 7 a.m. it's down to 994, and it's possibly making landfall right here on 18Z Saturday. This likely could be a upper end tropical storm. The GFS model is predicting a upper end tropical storm to maybe a lower end hurricane. I'll have to see, but then as this moves inland, it could bring some pretty strong winds and a lot of heavy rain to Alabama, is what the GFS model is predicting. And that could even move into Georgia and could mean some more winds for Alabama. So this means more winds for the Alabama and maybe even Georgia areas. But the GFS model says it will take a path similar to this. So this means that this storm will likely put winds further to the east. But the European model we're going to take a look at next. Let's take a. I can show you all the wind speeds real quick. Do you have anything to say, Andrew?
Yeah, there's been a buildup of thunderstorms south of the city pretty recently, and I think that's going to be multiplied here. Maybe even some stronger wind.
All right. So if you all heard that, he just said there could be some stronger winds, but you see the GFS model you can see has a little bit of a purple core, which means about 52 knots, or did I put this in mile per hour? I know this is in knots still. You can see it's at 52, 56 knots. If we go a little later, this storm could bring some, not as strong winds inland, but mostly on the coast. It could bring some strong winds because of friction in the ocean, or friction on land is more than in the ocean. So on land there will be less winds likely to in the ocean. Of course, with every storm. Every hurricane or tropical storm, every tropical thing that happens. But now we're gonna take a look at the European model. So yes, we can see right here you have this is it. This is the European model's forecast. You can see this is 10 p.m. Friday. This thing has winds of this is surface winds of about maybe 46. The European model says this thing could have winds of that will be a lower end tropical storm, is what I'm seeing on windy.com. You can see this thing will have some winds maybe up to 50 miles per hour, 52 maybe even. But the big story will be the wind gusts. Let me X that out. I'm sorry. Wind gusts, you can see places like New Orleans could be seeing 60 wind gusts, or 60 mile per hour wind gusts, according to this. But there's a bunch of earth cams. What?
There's a storm surge warning for the mouth of the river. Starts today. Storm surge warning now for Louisiana.
For Louisiana, yeah, there's a storm surge warning. But yeah, you can see there's a bunch of earth cams in Louisiana or in New Orleans, so we will be able to see the winds likely, which is good. But you can see New Orleans could get wind gusts up to 60, but a lot of wind gusts could be up to 80 miles per hour, even in some cases. And inland, there could be pretty strong wind gusts. All the way, the European model says this thing could bring wind gusts all the way in the Jackson, Mississippi of like 37 and higher as it moves closer, maybe up to like 42. 50, in the maybe 60 miles per hour. This thing will still be potentially making 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts all the way inland in the Mississippi, as you can see. But the European model says this thing will track farther west than farther west in the European model, or than the GFS. My bad. You can see it's still moving inland. It's even bringing some wind to Alabama, according to this. This is Monday afternoon. You can see it's bringing even some strong wind gusts into Georgia. Not very bad, but 47-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Do you have anything to say, Andrew?
No.
All right. He has nothing to say. Okay, so now we're gonna this is the last model we're gonna take a look at, but we're gonna be taking a look at the HWRF model. It says it could get down to 966 millibars right before it hits the coast. You can see how close the lines are. So that means potentially some pretty strong winds. Let's take a look at the winds. HWRF model says wind speeds could be about maybe 96 miles per hour, or 96 knots, so about 100 miles per hour, which I think is a Category 1 or Category 2 hurricane. Probably a Cat 2, I think. 100, I think 100's Cat 2. Yeah, it is a Cat 2, I think.
100's Cat 2, yeah.
Cat 2, okay, so I was correct. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, so the HWRF says this thing could be a Category 2, and this will likely make landfall maybe even in Mississippi. But that is going to wrap up this video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel, and I hope you'll have a good...
last thought to say, this storm is probably going to make it all the way up to Central, and then that would be the last advisory spot for it.
Yeah. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe, and if you request me to subscribe to your channel, I will, if you request. And yes, I hope you'll have a good rest of your Thursday, and peace out.